My brain stopped working when Jemmy said sex toys. Hey, putting a towel down so we don't make a mess. And I probably won't tell you how I really feel about the stupidity of TikTok. Hey there, I'm Dan Lian, and we're gonna be watching some marriage TikToks. It's good in theory, but I've been doing this for 26 years. But I will always say a sweet goodnight, definitely give Krista a kiss. I'm a night owl. I do a lot of my work at night, and Krista gets into bed by about 9 o'clock every night. Great piece of advice. And for me and Krista, we make it a point that we don't have chargers by our bedside table. So we don't keep our phones by our bedside table, but it would be a lie to say that the phones don't get into the room. But that is a great piece of advice. I've been asking Krista for a year what her love language is. She hates being kind of pigeonholed in any way, but I do know what translates massively to her is effort. Whenever she sees me just making an effort in anything, that speaks loudly about the love that I have for her. Learn to say no to unnecessary obligations. That's a good one. That's an easy one. I love having the opportunity to say no to things. Really, I think a really rich life is not going to be about how many things you say yes to, but how many things you really say no to and how you prioritize the most valuable things. Try to schedule a regular date night. I love it. I'm not trying to be religious about date nights because I find that if date nights are just done because it's on the calendar, it can miss that point of connection that a date night was meant to be. Hey, putting a towel down so we don't make a mess? Like, what are you guys doing? Are you painting in bed? Are we paintballing in bed? I don't know what you're doing. Eating in bed? Never really done that. Yeah, I love that. I think anytime a man can serve their wife, anytime, including and especially when they're pregnant, that is essential. Love in Christianese is spelled S-E-R-V-E, and I make it a point to do that for Krista every single day. And side note, his chopping skills with that watermelon, on point.
The rings, please.
Oh God! No! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh.
Wow. Okay. I would go on a limb, and I'm 90% sure that this was staged. And the lesson that I learned from this is there's a lot of stuff that you'll see on the internet, read on social media, TikTok and all that kind of stuff. And it isn't a realistic expectation. It was most likely filtered or made up. So don't have the pressure to have everything perfect, but that's my feeling that this was staged.
3 rules we have in our marriage that just make life better. Number 1, yes weekends, where one person chooses everything we do that entire weekend. Number 2, no phone zone. This is a new rule where every night from dinner to bedtime, we put away our phones so that we can spend one-on-one time together undistracted. And number 3, disconnected days. These are days dedicated to time outdoors and away from our phones so that we can reconnect and just absorb life around us. If you like these tips, be sure to like and follow along for more.
Okay, so how you have all these disconnected days and no phone days and you're videotaping it at the same time? That's the first cynical reaction. Okay, so I will say this. It is absolutely imperative that we work out how to truly connect, how to truly communicate, how to truly speak and be heard, how to truly be present. And however that happens, whether you put your phone in the car or you leave it out in a closet somewhere, it doesn't matter where this thing is, but the question is, where are you?
Baby. I have a question.
Yeah.
Now that we're married.
Married.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that we're married, if you're at a bar and somebody hit on you, what would you do?
Are you there with me?
No.
I wouldn't be there then.
Okay.
Duh.
Okay, I'm with you, but I'm in the restroom, and then someone came up to you and is being super flirty. What do you do?
My first encounter. I'd say, stop. I'm married. I'm a married man. Thank you.
What if they said, I don't care?
I'd say, oh, you don't care? How dare you? I'd say, I'm going to go get my wife. Oh, honey! A woman is here.
I love that. I like it. Like a strong sassy man.
What's the best relationship advice y'all can give?
Okay, this is my best advice, and this is awesome advice, so listen closely. All right, cool. A marriage is not 50-50, because if you give half, then you expect them to give half. It's 100%, 100%. That means you give all and they give all, and then it's never how much you gave versus them. You both give everything.
That's really, really good advice. That's really good advice. Now, as soon as you get into like any mathematics regarding like a relationship, it gets a little complicated. But that sense of, hey, am I giving my all to this? If you have two people answering the question yes, you got a great marriage.
Sex toys, oral sex,
yep, I watched this one many times,
things like
last
that.
week.
They say, is it okay to use those kind of things? Here are the questions that you need to ask. First of all, if something is forbidden in the Bible, don't do it. Do we both agree on it? Is it mutually agreed upon? And one person may like it better than the other, but do you agree on it? Is it physically unsafe or harmful? Obviously, you wouldn't want to do something that is physically unsafe. Does it harm our relationship? What's going to happen to our relationship as a result of this? Okay, so let's just say it's not clearly forbidden in the Bible. We both agree on it. It's not physically unsafe, and it doesn't harm our relationship. I would do it if I were you. I'd do it 4 or 5 times just to make sure you like it. What I'm basically saying is get your Batman suit out and have a big time.
Okay, my brain stopped working when Jemmy said sex toys.